What's up guys, UpBeatYamaha here, chilling on the WR, you know, making a video. I'm bored. I'm going to get ice cream because I'm just craving some ice cream right now. No plan. Hopefully I see some riders because it's a nice, cool Sunday night right now. I got off work, so it's a good night. It's a good night. Keep turning around just in case that's a cop because, yeah, the other night I got off work and me and a friend were going to get some food at Whataburger, and you know, I was riding and maybe doing a wheelie, you know. All right, well, it started off okay. We're going down this road. It's dark. It's straight. You know what you got to do. You turn around a couple times. You're like, all right, any cops? Any cops? There's one car beside my friend's car, and I looked at it like twice because I was like, is that a cop? And I was like, no, it's a freaking Kia. So I was like, all right, it's wheelie time, you know, whatever. Rip that thing up, you know, drop it back, one-hander, freaking coast it, jump up to a seat stander, do some freaking dance moves, and then you know, got to a red light, took a right turn, ripped another one down the street till I got to Whataburger. And pulling to Whataburger, my friend, she pulls in right behind me, and the Kia goes to the second entrance of the parking lot and turns in as well. And I was like, all right, they're just going to Whataburger. It's a popular thing at like 1:30 in the morning, you know, whatever. And so I was like, all right, whatever. I didn't think much of it. Then he pulls up right behind me in my parking space, and I was like, maybe it's a bunch of kids, like, you know, like, woo, you know, wheelies, because that's how they usually are. And then the door opened, and I was like, all right, maybe it's like an angry dad, so what, whatever. And then out steps a cop in a blue polo, dude, a gun belt and radio on, everything, all that jazz. I was like, maybe he's off duty, he can't do anything. Well, no, he radios in, he's like, blah blah blah, got him, you know, whatever, codes and stuff. And then I was like, all right, I'm screwed, I'm going to jail, this is it, this is great, awesome, just how I wanted to spend tonight. And now I gotta call my manager and tell her I'm arrested. He gets out and he's like, license now, keys, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh snap, this guy's not an easy going guy. And you know, he's just like, what are you doing right now, you know, what are you doing riding wheelies down you know, so and so street at 1:30 in the morning, blah blah. And I was like, I mean, I don't know, you just caught me being stupid, you know, that's what all the bikers say whenever they get caught doing wheelies. So I figured I'd give it a shot, and I was like, oh, you caught me being stupid, right? And he was like, yeah, that's pretty stupid, you know, you could fall off and get run over by that car and you know, get hit. And I was like, yeah, I know, it's like, you know, blah blah, not smart, you know, whatever. I was like, yeah, and I kept saying yes ma'am, no, or I kept saying yes sir, no sir, you know, like, just to be polite. And then I started talking about my friend being in the car, and she's a girl, and I don't know, like, my brain was like focused on her being over there, and I called him a ma'am. I said yes ma'am, and I was like, oh, she's a girl, and I was like, oh, it's already too late, like, I'm getting shot and going to jail, like, this is it. All right, I'm getting ice cream, and then I'll continue. So yeah, I was like, yes ma'am. And I was like, I'm sorry, like, I was thinking about my friend in the car over there, like, blah blah blah. And I don't know, he started talking about like my parents. He's like, do your parents know you do this? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, are they okay with this? And I was like, I mean, not necessarily, but you know, like, they don't stop me. So, you know, and he was like, all right, so we can call your parents right now? And I was like, yeah, sure, let's go for it. And I don't know, I seemed pretty confident in it, so he didn't really pursue with that idea. Then 2 other cops showed up, and you know, they all started walking around my bike. They just started asking me questions like, oh, there's no blinkers on this, you know, blah 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 blah. I was like, no, Texas you can use hand signals. He's like, be honest, do you really? And I was like, sometimes it depends. So you know, back and forth. They measured my tread depth and stuff. Like, dude looked for my speedometer, like all this crap, and I was like, it's whatever. They're like, do you do this a lot? And I was like, no, usually in parking lots, that's about it. And you know, hey. Yo, what's up? And now here I am doing wheelies again, so, you know, for a bunch of girls. Oh well, hopefully the cops don't come. I'm sorry, it's like a drug. I can't stop it, all right? Like, you know, it just happens. Like, it's just like a part of riding now, you know? Like, after, like, literally on my way home after this cop encounter, I had to sit on my hand because I just like wanted to pop the clutch every straight road and opportunity I got. But I didn't. I think I only popped one. No, I didn't even pop one. No, because I was scared they were going to be sitting in my house. So, all right, let me finish the story, okay? Yeah, they just like looked around my bike, checked like everything. I was like, oh, they're gonna write me for every freaking ticket possible. And but yeah, he was like, is that your girlfriend? And I was like, no. And he was like, all right. And then he left and went to go talk to her. And I was like, oh crap. Every time I've been around girls and cops, they always get like really nervous. And they're like, this is the first time I've ever talked to a cop. But anyway, he goes and talks to my friend. And I was like, oh God, she's probably gonna like say something that'll probably get me in trouble or something. I don't know. Because they wanted to know if she had it on video or something. And I was like, no, there's no way. She never videos this. She doesn't video this. And then he like comes back, I don't know, they're all just checking out my bike, whatever. And then goes back to his car, and I was like, great, here I go. Like $1 grand worth of tickets, here it comes. And then he comes back, he was like, all right, so I know you've had a bad night, so I'm just gonna let you off easy tonight. All right, you know, it's 12 in the morning, we just don't want to get hit by drunk drivers, blah blah, all this crap. Because it was the day after the 4th of July, so I don't know, he's talking about the bars and stuff. And I was like, I was just like sitting there like, okay, what is he about to give me? Like, he has a ticket in his hand. He was like, I'm just gonna let you off easy, blah blah, all this crap. And I was like, okay. And then finally he's just like, all right, so I'm just gonna write you down for a ticket for not staying in your lane and give you a warning for a taillight defective, which completely works. It's right there. I don't know if you can see that, but I don't know, it works. So I don't know what he was talking about there, but it's just a warning, so I don't have to do anything about it. And I was like, no way, this guy's about to just give me a ticket for not staying in my lane. And you know, I just signed it, and they're like, all right, just be safe, you know, we understand, just don't do it here. And I was like, okay. And I went like right over to my friend. I was so happy. Like, I was trying to hold back a smile because I didn't want them to know that like I was totally happy, but I was like, all right, like, what did she tell them? Because like they thought I had a bad night or something. And I was like, I don't know, I just got off work. Like, I was still in my work uniform too. But freaking, I go and talk to her, and she's like, I'm so sorry, blah blah, all this crap. And I was like, what? Why? Like, I don't know. She thought I got like $2,000 worth of tickets and stuff, and I was like, no. They literally only wrote me down for not staying in my lane, and I'm pretty sure I did. Like, I'm 99% sure I never left my lane in that wheelie. So I don't know if it's worth fighting it or not, because like do I take the chance? You know, because I was doing a wheelie, you know, that's a lot worse. So I don't know if I want to take the chance and fight it in court, but I'm 99% sure I was in my lane the entire time. So I don't know what he's talking about there, but you know, thank you. He was like, is that your boyfriend? She was like, no. And he was like, what are you guys doing here, getting a burger? And she was like, yeah, what else? Why else are we here? Like, you know, like we're at Whataburger. What else are we going to Whataburger for? And she was, I don't know, it must have been like, what happened or something. And she was like, oh, well, we just got off work and I brought him a cookie cake. It's a long story. We had a water balloon fight at work, and like now we're part of some water balloon gang thing, so they made a cake. I don't know, weird story. But I think the cop assumed that she brought me a cookie cake because I had a bad night. Because she that's literally like all she said, and like, you know, cop left. So I don't know, it was all really weird story. So I don't really know. I don't know. I've never been happier to get a ticket though, because I was just like, holy crap, like I'm probably about to go broke. Yeah, that's that story. That's like the first time I've ever been like actually caught for doing a wheelie. Out of the, I don't know how many years I've been doing wheelies. I don't know, probably like 4 now. I don't know. So I would say it's just like a wheelie tax, you know? Still gonna do wheelies though. Girl I was with said no wheelies right now on Snapchat, so we're gonna send her a video of me doing a wheelie. She goes, the fact that you were so confident in snapping while doing a wheelie worries me. It's no big deal. It's really no big deal at all. Like, I'm dead serious. You just, it's fine. It's fine. Honestly, my biggest fear right now is like hitting a bug. Like the other day, I hit the biggest bug I think I've ever hit on a motorcycle, and my face mask was open. It hit me right on the freaking top of the cheek, luckily, and not my eye. But like, it was like a small bird. I'm not even kidding. That thing hurt so bad. I had to like pull over and like scoop the bug guts off of me. I should probably conserve battery in case anything interesting happens. So I'll update you guys if anything happens. I can't get anything interesting, so oh well. I'll probably just call it a night. It's whatever.